Socrates here and yes needs to be seated, cause this is a battle you bastards defeated. This is the story and struggle of every hustle. Keep spitting lyrics to retire on every muscle perspire. When we hire and fire but the streets love you, you still got your thuns and your peeps to think of you. It's a struggle when you get tired of firing your...
Yo, what's up? It's not your, it's you are. There's nothing I hate more than laying out a good argument and then making one mistake and having somebody not bother to read the argument and just be a grammar Nazi and dismiss everything you said and just try to correct your spellings and whatnot. That shit infuriates me. It makes no damn sense. It's obvious they're running away because they can't defend their premises. Why do we even need two different spellings of your? We're told all the time in reading comprehension to understand the meanings of words in their context. You're telling me that we couldn't understand it one way or the other? That's ridiculous. Then that person who is advocating to have those different spellings, the problem is not the spelling. The problem is that person can't read and comprehend. That's the issue. We've had a standardized spelling since 1828 when Noah Webster made his first dictionary. We have silent letters in our language. I'm advocating, first of all, that those silent letters are also be invisible letters. Yeah, they need to not be there if they're not heard. What's the point? Our language needs to be written as it is spoken. I'm advocating that not only do we ditch all the letters and whatnot in words that don't make sense for how they're said, but it should actually be our goal to boil down our language in its written form to its simplest possible terms. Not only would it be easiest for anyone in the world to learn our language, right now it's one of the hardest, our words, even if you write in cursive, doesn't matter, cannot be written anywhere near the speed that we can speak. Our words should be able to be written nearly as fast as they can be spoken and understood just as clear, not a separate language like shorthand or anything like that. We're obviously getting our points across just fine in text messages, so I don't see what the problem is with the shorthand that we use there. Our spoken language has evolved much, but our written language is still 1828. A lot of people have advocated for reform. I am advocating for reform, but it's different. The work is already done. We've been texting for 20 years. We've been writing messages online for 20 years. People are already wanting to use shorthand, and it's only a bunch of grammar Nazis that are holding that back. There's a debate right now about whether or not kids should learn cursive writing. We had to when we were growing up. I say no, they shouldn't. The only thing they'd have to bother with is their name if they want it to look fancy. But why bother have this Victorian way of writing? And yet, some people advocate to get rid of the Victorian way of writing, cursive, but yet they have a problem with our language evolving to a newer spelling. Doesn't make any sense to me. There are early letters from the founding fathers where they spell the same word in the same letter several different ways. It was the same way in the King James Bible in 1611. When they went through and revised it, which everyone now considers the regular King James, it's all been revised and standardized spelling. I'm only advocating that our language in its written form is allowed to evolve without a bunch of people trying to drag it back to the Victorian age simply because they had to learn it that way. There is a lot of information that they had to learn that is now bullshit, and we know that to be true. So, just like anything else, tough shit, get over it, and let's evolve, man. This has been Socrates. Peace!
It's a struggle when you get tired of firing your rebuttal. It's a struggle when you need a lot of money on the double. It's a struggle when you perspire in the mire of your bubble. It's a struggle when you acquire the fire and the trouble. It's a struggle when you get tired of firing your rebuttal. It's a struggle when you need a lot of money on the double. It's a struggle when you perspire in the mire of your bubble. It's a struggle when you acquire the fire and the trouble. Give me one shot, you will not be let down. Put me in the ring with this pen when the bell sounds. 12 rounds, pound for pound, he's going down. Throwing blows to its nose as space explodes, erasing your future and features and making holes. We came to rap battle, you came to do recital. This ain't no revival, homeboy, go read your Bible. Atomic particles, the articles, the conversation. Leave your palms sweaty, your heart beating, your pulse racing. Miracle white lightning hitting twice when I'm striking. Socrates here and your ass needs to be seated, cause this is a battle, you bastards defeated. This is the story and struggle of every hustle. Keep spitting lyrics to retiring our every muscle perspire. When we hire and fire, but the streets love you. You still got your thuns and your peeps to thank of you. It's a struggle when you get tired of firing your rebuttal. It's a struggle when you need a lot of money on the double. It's a struggle when you perspire in the mire of your bubble. It's a struggle when you acquire the fire and the trouble. It's a struggle when you get tired of firing your rebuttal. It's a struggle when you need a lot of money on the double. It's a struggle when you perspire in the mire of your bubble. It's a struggle when you acquire the fire and the trouble.
You, me, all have seen better days. Swinging my arms wildly in a blind rage. Me, that's all cause you just can't keep cage. The struggle affects everyone differently. You don't like the rules of the game, then don't play. Only a fool plays relay with a grenade. Brains firing, signals across my synapse. The docs retiring as a symbol when my shit snaps. Acting all tough, at least that's what you say. But we rock the beats on these streets every day. You should've known better, you bastard, to face me. Get your ass anchored for actions so shady. You never win this battle, we playing foe keeps. You can never make a soldier out of mice and sheer sheep. You say you ain't scared, but say feelings will fear me. It's a struggle when you get tired of firing your rebuttal. It's a struggle when you need a lot of money on the double. It's a struggle when you perspire in the mire of your bubble. It's a struggle when you acquire the fire and the trouble. It's a struggle when you get tired of firing your rebuttal. It's a struggle when you need a lot of money on the double. It's a struggle when you perspire in the mire of your bubble. It's a struggle when you acquire the fire and the trouble.
I put 8 in your face, get low when I be low. Make the roof explode, never cold, always shot on fire. Live wire, me and Eddie change his name to Crimson. Get confetti on, ready 6 minutes I'm on. Free to the break of dawn, yawn so contagious, play this and I never sleep. In the party mobbing like D. See your baby mama, now we on the creek with genius when I speak. Go reek a penis when she speaks. Pussy gonna pay my rent for 52 weeks. So when I speak, I teach one lesson. To fuck with Crimson with no question. You step out your shadow with 2 Smith & Wessons. It's a struggle when Crimson's on that ass. It's a struggle when your getaway car runs out of gas. It's a struggle when Crimson rips off your face and wears it as a mask. It's a struggle when I fuck your bitch, why I ask?
It's a struggle when you get tired of firing your rebuttal. It's a struggle when you need a lot of money on the double. It's a struggle when you perspire in the mire of your bubble. It's a struggle when you acquire the fire and the trouble. It's a struggle when you get tired of firing your rebuttal. It's a struggle when you need a lot of money on the double. It's a struggle when you perspire in the mire of your bubble. It's a struggle when you acquire the fire and the trouble. It's a struggle when you get tired of firing your rebuttal. It's a struggle when you need a lot of money on the double. It's a struggle when you perspire in the mire of your bubble. It's a struggle when you acquire the fire and the trouble. It's a struggle when you get tired of firing your rebuttal. It's a struggle when you need a lot of money on the double. It's a struggle when you perspire in the mire of your bubble. It's a struggle when you acquire the fire and the trouble.